A very warm welcome to you all, guys. It's Foregrip here, and today I'm doing another Advanced Warfare multiplayer video. So in particular today we're going to be focusing on hipfire kills. How do you get them easy? Because I find them not too difficult as it is, but using this guide definitely very helpful. So if you guys do find it helpful, you do enjoy it, whatever, a like would be super awesome from you guys. And also, if you want to go and check out any of the recent videos I've done on getting lots of these different challenges and camos easier, then definitely make sure you go and check them out and make sure you're not missing out on them, because a lot of you guys have really kind of praised how useful these guides are. So I would love to help as many people as I can with it. If you've got any specific things you'd like me to cover, so if there's any kind of medals, any kind of challenges you're struggling with, anything that you can't really find a guide for, or you want me to do a specific guide, just leave a comment below and I'll definitely do it. People have asked me how to get score streaks recently, certain weapons that they should use early in prestiges, dogfight medals, that kind of thing. I'll be doing all of them if I haven't done them already, and just things like that. So I'm going to be testing that out and I'll do videos on them. So if you've got any specific kind of things you want me to do a video on, definitely ask me and I'll go ahead and do it. But yeah, thanks guys, and let's get into today's guide. So the first thing you're going to want to do is choose a sensible game mode. So I definitely recommend something like free for all, basically something where you've got a really high flow of enemies. So it doesn't really matter whether they're boosting or not in this game. In things like long shots, you didn't really want them to boost around, but in this it's okay. So it doesn't matter what kind of jumping stance or anything they're going to be in, because you can still take them out quite easily with hipfire kills, so it doesn't really matter. But free for all means there's more enemies coming towards you, which means you're going to be more likely to get more hipfire kills, so it's definitely going to be useful. Now, the first attachment I would suggest is Foregrip. Reduces kick, and even though if you're kicking up and down with the weapon and you're staying on one like vertical line, it's still going to kick and it's still going to shoot enemies with the same bullets, kind of just going in all the different directions in that one straight line. It's going to be easier with this Foregrip. So next I used laser sight. First of all, makes it easier to locate the target and to kind of put the crosshairs correctly onto the target, but also it makes the hip firing much more accurate, so it's definitely useful. And then finally, I went for advanced rifling. Now I use this generally on SMGs. You don't have to use it for hipfires, because hipfires you generally want to be close, but advanced rifling normally is definitely the best when it's kind of at that further range. So you don't have to use this, but I just kept it on. And I often find as well, if I'm way up in the air, if I've boosted in the air and there's someone on the ground, I can shoot them and not have any problem because I'm using advanced rifling. And I'm talking about hipfire kills here, not like aiming in kills. So it's definitely very useful, but you might want to go for something else. Now please guys, do not go for like the quick draw attachment if you're trying to get hipfire kills. Why? Because the quick draw attachment is for aiming in quicker, and this is for not aiming in. These kills are hipfire, which means not aiming in. So please don't go for the attachment. The amount of people I've seen trying to go for it, just don't, please. Perks then, this is my perk setup, very basic but lightweight. So this is kind of the first perk you unlock, and it's faster sprinting, which means you can sprint towards enemies faster. Perk 2, I've gone for fast hands, and that means that I'm going to be reloading fast. This is because you're going towards the enemies, and enemies are going to have their buddies with them, and if you've got more enemies, then you're going to be going through those clips quickly, and so you're going to need to reload fast. So that's what this perk is for. And then finally, in perk 2 tier, we've got Gung-Ho. This means that your gun is actually pointed in the direction you're walking, running, whatever. So that way, if the enemy comes towards you, you're going to be already pointing your gun at them. All you have to do is pull the trigger. You don't have to aim in, because you're not aiming in, you're doing hipfire kills. So it's really easy. And Gung-Ho, although you sprint slower with this perk, it's definitely useful because you're aiming in already, because you're aiming at the enemy already with your crosshair, so that's really awesome. And then finally for perk 3, gone for blast presser. Reduces the sound of your exo, and it also makes your ping invisible from the exo on the radar. And for the second perk, we've gone for toughness, which means that you're going to have less flinch when an enemy is shooting you, which is obviously useful because it means that you're not going to be off target as much, so that's really awesome. And then for the wild cards, I've gone for perk 3 greed, primary gunfighter, and perk 2 greed. I'm sure you guys all know what that is. And then for the score streaks, I had 1 point left. Exo abilities are very useless unless you need them for a specific purpose. I didn't find I did, so I didn't go for that. Exo launchers, again, kind of off task. You know, you don't want to be equipping, I don't know, like the spike drone if you're trying to get hipfire kills. It just doesn't go together. It's more of a hindrance than anything, guys. So really, one of the primary things is actually identifying what you need and what you don't need. If it's something you like but you don't need, get rid of it, okay? You can copy the class that you do like, paste it somewhere else, and then have a replica of the class, but have that replica changed so that you can add these things to make it specific for a class where you're trying to get hipfire kills. And that way you can still have your original class and not forget it and always have it on there, but just have this pasted one so that you can actually change it up and make it more accessible to getting those hipfire kills. So that's what it's all about. Get rid of pointless things like combat knife. You don't want a combat knife, well you do, but you've already got it attached, so you don't really need to switch to it. And things like secondaries, you don't need that, so that's that. So I had one spare point, and UAV is by far the most useful thing, because it gives you XP quicker than anything else. You earn it pretty much quicker than anything else, and you know, it's support, so it's you can earn it even while dying. Threat detection, you can see enemies through walls, and then finally extra assist points, so it just basically increases your XP. So you really win on all three fronts there. UAV, because you can spot the enemies. Threat detection, or even four fronts. Threat detection because you can actually locate the enemies through walls, so you can see them, you can kind of tell where they are in certain rooms and stuff, which is very useful. Support, so you don't die and you can just keep earning this while, you know, it'll kind of earn in the background while you're playing. And then finally, extra assist points, so you're going to get more XP. All those things are definitely going to help you on all different fronts. So this has been my guide. Hope it's been helpful, guys. Like I said, go for free-for-all, go for attachments like laser sight and, you know, things like that. And then for perks, really what stand out are things like Gung-Ho, you know, toughness, you know, lightweight, stuff like that. And obviously UAV can just help you find those enemies quicker to hunt them down. So that kind of thing. In terms of maps, my favourite map for getting hipfire kills, that would probably have to be something like Riot. I really like it on the rooftops. I definitely like getting lots of hipfire kills. A really useful tip as well is if you like exo boosting up in the air, that's really a good tip. If the enemy hasn't seen you, or if they have seen you and you kind of get away from them, exo boost in the air and kind of rain down on them with this gun and try and hipfire like that. Alternative things, running up to them in the back, you know, shooting them if they haven't seen you with hipfire kills. An instinct for me is to actually aim in and just shoot, and don't do it because it's not going to be helpful. It's just going to, in the long run, delay you from getting these camos. So that's really been the guide, guys. I hope you have enjoyed and I hope it's been useful. If it has, be sure to leave it a like, and if you want to subscribe, absolutely awesome. We're getting ever closer by the day to my target of 1,000 subscribers. It would be really awesome if we could hit it, you know, by the end of November or something like that. So that'd be really awesome. It would make me absolutely thrilled. But thank you guys so much. Like I said, any other videos on my channel, if you want to go and check them out, that'd be absolutely awesome. And I'm going to be having new videos each day, so anything you want to add, any kind of video you want me to do, let me know. That'd be absolutely awesome. I would have no problem doing that whatsoever. And yeah, I'll reply to all you guys, that's a promise. So thank you guys very much for watching. I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you guys on my next video.